Hi everyone and welcome to Llamaste Family Yoga Center. I'm Bill, your teacher, and I'm going to be taking you through a short sequence, which is great to do before any yoga practice as a warm-up, whether it's a vinyasa power flow or a restorative, a slow flow. Or you can do it even if you're not planning to do a practice just then. If you just need a way of recentering, resetting, realigning, and regaining your focus anytime during the day. You can do it in the morning, getting out of bed. You put a mat next to your bed and lie down, as most of this is on the floor, or coming home from work in the middle of your living room, or in the evening shortly before bed. Remember, if you've had a meal, to wait 2 hours before doing this practice, which is also why it's also great to do this in the first thing in the morning or at the end of the day after work, when you've had enough time for your lunch to digest. Let's begin. Come to a very comfortable seated position. You can start this out on the floor, on the bolster, or on the block, or you can even start off by lying down on your mat. Some of you might be doing this from a chair since you might be at work, so I'm going to be starting in a chair today. Make sure it's comfortable and that's conducive to your alignment. Close your eyes and take full deep belly breaths, breathing in and out through your nostrils. You can also breathe lightly through your mouth. And exhale lightly through your mouth, but always breathe into your nostrils. Your nostrils have hairs that filter out any impurities in the air, and when you exhale through your nostrils, you're blowing all those impurities away. Inhale in and out, noticing your belly expand and empty, making room for your next breath. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Relax your jaw. There's a great technique for this. You can press the tip of your tongue to the ridge behind your two front teeth, just above your teeth. This allows your jaw to naturally loosen and relax, and it's great to practice this anytime during the day. Do this anytime, except for, of course, when you're speaking or when you're eating. If you make a regular habit of doing this, you're going to feel younger and you're going to look great too. Continue to breathe in and out. In and out. Let's do some neck rotations. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder, your head back, your left ear to your left shoulder into the center. Be mindful of your breath, inhaling as you bring your right ear to your right shoulder, your head back, left ear to your left shoulder into the center, and for one more round. Let's do this in reverse 3 times. Inhaling, left ear to left shoulder, head back, right ear to right shoulder into the center. And for 2 more rounds. Move your shoulders around. And let's do a stretch, reaching our arms up and back, extending our shoulders. Interlace your thumbs and your fingertips, or you can just reach your palms towards the ceiling. If you're sitting in a chair, you can extend your legs out too. Flexing your ankles, pointing your toes. Inhale and vocalize your exhale. Let's come down on our mats. And there's a very safe and easy way to do it. Come down onto your knees and roll your hips over. Bring your hands to the side and your fingertips back. Lowering yourself on your elbows. And allowing your back to slowly lower down. Rest on the back of your head on the mat, or you can put it on the bolster. And bring your palms up towards the ceiling. Allow your heels to come to the corners of the mat. When your palms are up, this allows your chest to expand and your lungs to take fuller and deeper breaths in and out. If it's more comfortable, you can bring your palms down. Now, always remember, if you're going to bring one palm down, you have to do it on the other side, so both sides are equal in alignment. Spread your fingers out, allowing your fingertips to relax. Inhale in and out. Bend both knees. Bring your heels just a little below your knees, but like a little forward in front. Allow your knees to touch or to come closer together. There's always different variations in each pose. And as you Practice more and more, you're going to learn more about your body and what's the most nourishing to you. Yoga is about choices and choosing what's best, the most nourishing for you, what makes you feel the best. Inhale in and out, full deep belly breaths. Bring your knees in towards your chest, rocking yourself from side to side, clockwise and counterclockwise, pointing your toes, aligning your heels with your ankles and your knees, massaging the muscles of your lower back. Do it 3 times, one direction and then opposite directions. Bring your feet towards the sky and flex and point your ankles. This is especially great to do at the end of the day after you've been walking, or even sitting in your chair all day in front of your computer, or standing in line, getting in and out of your car. Toes towards your forehead, towards the ceiling, towards the forehead, towards the ceiling, and knees back to your chest. Bending both elbows. Bring your knees in. Bring both your feet to the mat. And do a full deep body stretch. And bring your knees back in. Leaving your arms stretched out and back. Bring the edges of your feet to the edges of your mat. And let's do hip rocks right to left. Relaxing your spine. This is great to do anytime during the day. And it feels great. Back and forth hip rocks. Lower your right knee down to the mat. Your left knee down. And notice a stretch in your left side oblique, in your lower spine. You can gaze over your left shoulder. Place your right hand on your knee. And now let's bring both of our legs back. And I'll bring it down to the opposite side. Gaze over your shoulders helps flatten your shoulders so that way they're both on the mat. Notice a stretch in your right side oblique and your right side buttocks. Bring your knees back towards the center, into the chest, rocking clockwise and counterclockwise. Let's bring our legs down and let's roll back up into a seated position. Send both legs out in front. I recommend bending your knees slightly, as this allows your hips to hinge naturally. You can bend deeper or like this. I never recommend locking your knees, as this could cause injuries. The knees are a very sensitive area. Inhale, reach both arms up over your head, and exhale, reaching towards your toes. If you don't have the flexibility available to you yet, you can just simply rest your hands at the bottom of the shin. If you have a band accessible to your use, you can wrap a band around your feet and pull on the sides of the band. As you inhale, release, and as you exhale, deepen. When you focus on your breath, you're going to notice how much more flexibility you have. Inhale, notice your body expand, and exhale, deepen that stretch, that bend. Inhale, and exhale. Relax your neck. Rotate your shoulders away, relax your shoulders down. And breathe in and out. Inhale, exhale. Bring your knees in towards your chest. and allow your knees to fall to either side. If you have blocks that are accessible to you, you can place each block underneath your knees for support. Bring your fingertips around your toes and bring your elbows to the outside of your shin. A variation is you can bring them in parallel to each other. I like to keep them on the outside. Inhale for a deep breath and exhale. Bending your hips, hinging your hips, bring your nose towards your heels, the arches of your feet. Engage your core. Notice your lower back, how it feels. Inhale. Exhale, deepening. Inhale, exhale, drawing your elbows closer to the mat. Always pay attention to your body. Allow your body to speak to you, telling you how deep you can go. Yoga is about alignment and relaxation and movement. It's never about pain. Allow your body to come up and reach your right leg out in front of you, keeping your left foot on the inside of your thigh. Inhale, reach both your arms up over your head, and exhale, reaching towards your right foot. Once again, you bring your hand over your toes or around the side of your foot. You can reach both hands. You can rest your left hand on your right shin. Relax your shoulders. Notice your slight twist. Inhale and exhale. Once again, bring your nose as close to your knee as possible. Inhale, release, and exhale, deepen. Inhale, exhale, and for one more deep breath, inhale and exhale. Allow your torso to come up. And now step your left foot over your right knee. You can keep your right leg straight. I like to bend the opposite knee, bringing my right heel towards my left buttock. Inhale, raise your right hand up to the sky and bring your left hand, your wrist towards your buttocks, your sit bone. Inhale and exhale, twist to your left side. When you press your left elbow into your side, you'll notice that you'll naturally come straighter. And the closer your hands are to your sit bones, the more natural your posture will be. You can gaze over your right shoulder, or you can gaze over to the same side that you're twisting. As you inhale, allow yourself to loosen, and exhale, deepen your twist. Allow yourself to come back to the opposite side and rock a little bit to release any tension. And then let's switch legs. Send your left leg out in front. Inhale and exhale. Reach your hands towards your left foot. Once again, if you have a strap available to you, that's a great option. If you can reach both hands, great, or just your left hand, you can reach it over your toes or the side of your foot and rest the opposite hand on the opposite shin. Inhale and exhale, deepening your pose. With each inhale, notice your belly expand. As you exhale, this makes room to further deepen your twist. Allow your torso to come back up. And now let's bring your right knee up towards the ceiling, stepping it over your left thigh. Since I bent my opposite knee on one side, I do the same thing on the other, as we always want to be balanced on each side. Bring your right elbow towards your ribs, your wrist towards your sit bone. Inhale, reach your left arm up, and now twist to your right side. Resting your left elbow on your right thigh. You can also hug your knee We love our knees. They take good care of us. We always want to be careful to how we treat them. When you press your elbow into your side, you also activate your kidney muscles, your kidney. When you press your elbow into your right side, you also activate your kidneys, which is great for keeping your body clean and functioning. You can gaze over on your right side or over the opposite shoulder. Inhale and exhale, deepen the twist. Twist to the opposite side now to release any tension. And once again, bring both legs out in front of you, reaching up and reaching towards your toes. In my experience, my students always feel more flexible the second time around because we're doing all those stretches and twists. In yoga, the effects are immediate. Allow your knees to slightly bend. This allows your hips to hinge better and create more range of motion. Inhale and exhale, relaxing your neck. Our next inhale, allow yourself to come up. And now let's come down onto our back. Allow yourself a full body stretch. Inhaling, exhaling. Bring your arms back down. And your knees to your chest. Relaxing the muscles around your buttocks, your lumbar spine, that's your lower spine. Relax your ankles. Breathe in and out. And bring your feet back down towards the mat. Bring your hands to either side, your palms pressing down on the mat, preparing for mountain raises from the sea. Inhale, allow your hips to come up. Exhale, gently bring your hips back down. Inhale, up. Pressing your soles of your feet into the mat. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Noticing your quads being as parallel to the mat as possible. Exhale, down. And now the inhale, next inhale, we're going to prepare for our bridge pose. And exhale. Inhale, allow your hips to come up. And now let's bring our shoulder blades underneath. We'll interlace our fingers underneath our lower back and press down on the heels and the balls of our feet. Bring your heels as close to your buttocks as you can for a deeper stretch. And bring those hips to the ceiling with each inhale. And exhale. Release. Inhale, bring your hips up, allowing your shoulder blades to meet, and exhale, back down. And for one more time, inhale, exhale. Bring your sit bones back to the mat. Knees in towards your chest, clockwise and counterclockwise. Let's now come over into hands and knees position, into a tabletop. As we come towards the end of our warm-up or reset sequence, however you want to treat this, for fewer cat-cow poses, really should be called cow-cat because we usually do the cow first. Inhale, arching your lower back, bring your shoulders back, your tailbone up, and exhale, rounding into a cat, gazing towards your belly, tucking your tailbone, relaxing, inhale, arching your back, gazing up, and exhale, rounding your back, tucking your tailbone, like a cat. Meow, inhale, arching your back, bring your shoulders in, looking up, and exhale. And now let's come into one last posture, which is your child's pose. Bring your knees out to the edges of the mat and allow your sit bones to come down towards your heels, lengthening your lower back, extending your arms out, relaxing your shoulders, rotating away from your ears close to the mat. If you prefer as a variation, you can bring your hands underneath your forehead, stacking them up, or you can bring them to the side. There's always different variations in yoga. Remember, the further you separate your knees and bring your toes to touch, the more your body can relax, the belly can fall in between. This is also an inversion, which means that your head is lower than your neck. This allows the oxygen to travel to your brain and then nourish your organs. And it's a great way to relax anytime during a practice. When you're ready, meet me on your hands and knees. And let's return to a seated pose. Or if you prefer, you can use this to transition to a standing pose if you plan to do a standing sequence. Inhale for deep breath. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. Bring your thumbs to your forehead and back to your chest. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.